Got another sportsman. No, it's not a sportsman, you idiot. Another Trailblazer in here today. I'm going to show you a couple different methods here if you're having to replace your oil injector line in your carburetor. That way you can make sure the system is primed and not running without any oil so you don't burn your motor up. Without further ado, let's get rolling. So there's two different ways you can do this. Number one, you can do the method I'm doing here. If you hold the throttle wide open, you're going to see it move down there on the oil pump. It's going to give your max pump, and you can just crank. Just make sure to give your starter a break every now and then. But watch this thing. So when you hold the throttle wide open, the oiler is all the way maxed, and you're just going to crank with the spark plug out. That way you're not cranking against compression.
"2,000 years later."
Give your starter a break. Let it cool. So you can do that until you get oil all the way to the end of this. That way you know you're going to have oil going in your carburetor as soon as you start. There's also another method. The other method you could do, it's probably a lot faster. You can bottle feed this thing 2-cycle directly from an external tank source of some way you've got to. So this is just a external fuel tank I use for a lot of different diagnostic purposes to rule out fuel issues, things like that. But you can use something like this, or if you got a Powerade bottle that you've rigged up with a fuel line hose with a little nipple on there or something you can use. Just run this thing with 2-stroke until you see oil flood that line, and then you can go ahead and pull your fuel source, hook your regular fuel line back in, and you'll be good to go. So I've got my little auxiliary tank here set up. Fuel line's connected. Got my tank fuel off for now. Everything's tightened up. So what we're going to do is go ahead and start this thing. Now that's just a 50-to-1 mix in here. I've already ran it through the line, make sure we're good there. Go ahead and turn the fuel on. We're going to fill this carburetor. Go ahead and start this thing. We're going to keep an eye on the oil line here until we've got oil pumping through. And then we're going to switch it back to the tank fuel. If you want to stop and check to see if you've got oil inside the carburetor through that little bitty port there, you might get it to where it's going to be smoking out here a little bit if the piston's open, kind of like it is right here. So we'll try our best to look in here. Yep, we're good back there. See that little port? Oil dripping down? Means she's oiling good. Means we're good to go. So, needless to say, if you replace your lines and you start this thing up using your oiler system and not running a premix in the tank, you're going to run the risk of running this thing lean until that oil catches up. But this is also one of those things, if you want to find out now before you get everything back in, it's easier to work on that pump now with the carburetor out than it is to try to do it with everything in the air box and all that good stuff. So just trying to help you a little bit, but just important. Don't run these things with that oil in there even for a brief amount of time. It's not healthy for them. You've got a good coating of oil that's inside the motor and it'll burn all that out, and you don't want that. So these are already old machines to begin with, but they're good machines if you keep them running right. So just keep it in mind. Oil is number one. Run a premix or do the dry crank method here like I'm showing you. Either way, you got this. Thanks for watching. God bless. See you guys on the next one.